Happy Sunday. What a week. What a week. I hope you guys can hear me and that we don't have any audio issues at the beginning of the stream like we did last time I went live, because it would be typical if I do the same mistake twice in a row, right? So let's hope you can hear me. Let me know if you can do that. Yes, happy Sunday. We're back for another Sunday. And let's hope your week hasn't been as weird as mine has been. My week was a lot. Let's see here. So far, nothing. Rita is in the house. Can you hear me? Happy Sunday, Rita. And happy Mother's Day for those who are in the US. We get to wait for a little bit before it's Mother's Day in Sweden. You had the week from hell. Sounds like we might be in the same boat. I'm still broken. I am hurting in places I did not know I could hurt. I am broken. Yes. But cheers to that, because Sunday is here and I get to hang out with my friends, and I'm going to try and relax today. I've been stressing all week. So much to talk about. But now it's Sunday. We're starting early. Granny D isn't here because she's celebrating Mother's Day and being busy with her daughter. So I was like, well, let's sneak on here early because I'm not going to have the energy to sit here until like 4 o'clock in the morning like I normally do. But if I start early, at least we get to hang out for a bit before I totally feel like I have to go and pass out somewhere in a corner. Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. How is your mom, Rita? She is in the hospital. She's back. So much things. Rita, can I tell your good news though? You have good news. Not like mom has ended back up in hospital. She had surgery because her hip, but you has good news also. Should I tell? Rita's moving back to Sweden. They got an apartment. Rita's coming back in August. I can't wait. We're gonna have fun. We're gonna hang out. Oh yes, that is good news. Very good news. Rita's coming back home. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Hello, Thrifty Crocheter. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Yes, that is exactly what it is for you guys in the US. We get to celebrate in Sweden in a few weeks, the 26th. Today is though my name day, or like one of my name days. I don't know if you celebrate name days, but we celebrate name days in Sweden. And one of my names is in the calendar today. So I have that to celebrate. If I want to celebrate something, we can celebrate that also. Not sure if I'm going to let you guys know what name that is. Is it going to be a secret still? I don't know. Home sweet home. Yes, we love it. Hopefully mom's hip keep in place so you can move home in August. Well, there's hospitals here too. I think if you just get her over the border, we can figure the rest out, right? And maybe like if they couldn't do it properly over there, maybe they can do it over here. Maybe they got a few chances to sort her hip out and they still haven't done it. So maybe it's time for someone else to figure it out if it keeps bothering her when you move back home. Sometimes it's just bad luck, but sometimes, you never know. Yeah, you need to be able to move her safely. Yeah. Yeah, that. Well, you just push her in the car and then you drive, right? It's just drive her across the border and then everything else should be sorted. Perhaps not. We can joke about it. It's just silly, but I don't know how long it would take you to drive like nonstop though. And I bet you can't drive nonstop. Like you and mom probably need a couple of stops. You have a checkup appointment after 8 weeks, and she'll be taking an injection every day that has been helping. That's good. That's good. 14 hours nonstop. It's doable when you're young and healthy. 14 hours nonstop is definitely doable. I do have a friend that drives from up north down south to visit me occasionally, and that is a 12-hour nonstop drive. She stops midway for fuel. And sometimes like a bathroom break at the same time. But she usually starts like with a thermos of coffee and some snacks, and then she just goes. The only stop is the gas station stop midway. Yeah, 14 hours is not something you just do very easy. Sleepover. That's fun though. That's fun. So how has everyone's week been? Rita has been busy with mom being back at the hospital. I have been cleaning. Um, you guys might notice that there's less things up there, less crowded, and well, it just looks a little bit emptier. This pile isn't as tall as it was when you last saw it. And there's things that has been moving around on the shelves also. It's just a lot more empty. Above me, it's very empty. Like it's pretty much totally empty. I did get some stuff out there because I need some stuff for, hanging out with you guys. I did get some stuff out. But yeah, we were busy moving things out of the house half the day, and then we got some stuff back in the house. We had some stuff just hanging out in the car all day. Like my yarn. I had my yarn in the car. I did not want to put the yarn in the garage. The yarn has been hanging out in the car. It's back in house now. It's over there now. So we just don't see it because I didn't bother to pull it back here. We did have people coming today to look at this place. And there's going to be another viewing probably Thursday evening. So that means we have to get everything back out. So everything that's in the garage now, it gets to stay there for the rest of whatever time needed. And then the stuff that was in the car is going back in the car on Thursday. So that's fun. Maybe. I don't know. That might be a tricky thing though, because we got Mini-Me to entertain. She was at my dad's place yesterday all day, and she's been at Mr.'s parents all day today. Hello, John. Happy Sunday. How are you doing? So we've been able to like clean and move things with her not in our way, which has been very helpful. But I'm so broken. You might laugh at me now because I am clumsy and I've fallen down the stairs twice this week. Yes, twice. I fell up the stairs. I want to say, was it Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, maybe? I don't know. I fell up the stairs. So I guess I was in a bit of a hurry upstairs. And our stairs is like, it goes upwards and then it changes direction and then again. So it's like, it's curving. It's kind of curving in two places. Hello, Lydia. You're listening. You're kind of under the weather. Oh, hope you feel better soon. Bad headaches in bed. That's a good place to hang out in bed when you have a headache. Falling up the stairs. Yeah. So I kind of failed the first step. That's how bad it was. I failed on the first step of the stairs. I hit my big toe. And then I hit my knee on the other leg. So the right big toe, my left knee or like thigh. And somehow, I don't know why, but I'm hurting here across here. I was like, I'm going to be having bruises all over because I bruise easily. I guess I'm just a little bit too fluffy or something. I don't know. But I have pains across here. But this boob, okay, this boob is so much pain. I was like, it's going to be blue. It was swollen. It's hurting. It's just bad. So I guess the majority of the fall was the boob. I don't even know how I managed to do that. It hurts. And then next day, I fall downstairs. But it's not like I'm falling, you know, falling with the face like down. No, I slipped and I fell backwards as I was going down the stairs. So I hurt the same damn big toe on my right foot. Again, that one's hurting even more. And then I hit the back of this arm on the rail thing. So I don't know how I managed to do that, but I'm like hurting all over. I don't know. I'm not hypermobile as far as I know. No, I'm just clumsy. Just clumsy. But it's like, how can I be hurting on one big toe? Like, I get that I kicked it in the step as I was like failing. But on the way down, like, I don't even know because I think I slipped. It just so painful. Hello, Tracy and Ola Maritza. How are you guys doing? Happy Sunday. Happy Mother's Day, if that applies to you. I don't know. I don't know a lot about some of you guys. I don't know. Like, I don't know where everyone's from. I don't know what's on everyone's hook today or on benches or like, what are you guys doing? Are you celebrating Mother's Day, your own, or maybe your mother's Mother's Day? What have you been doing this Sunday? I've been busy trying to not fall on stairs. I haven't fallen on stairs today. Yesterday and the day before. Okay, Friday, Saturday. That's falling down the stairs days. Yeah, I think the days are just blurring for me. Mom of 3, granny to 4. Oh, that's so cute. Small babies are squishy and cute. My small baby isn't so small anymore. She's 4. Where did the time fly? Where did the time fly? I don't know. And also, I'm sorry, guys. I for the first time in a bit, I have not been able to do what I try to do. That it has like an official thing that kind of became official, but it's not really official. But new friend of the week. We have no new friend of the week because I have been too freaking busy. I have been crocheting. There was just no time for a new friend. And my brain is just like, I can't figure out what's next. Because I've been so busy. Good morning, Spoon. Do you celebrate Mother's Day, well, yesterday, I guess? Or would you celebrate it on another day in Japan? We're talking about Mother's Day, that it's not celebrated here just yet. It's the 26th. But everyone else is celebrating Mother's Day, and I get to celebrate my name day today. I need to remind you about Mother's Day in Sweden. Well, it's also a Sunday, so that should be that should be doable for me to remind you of that. I think, if I remember it myself, that is. Yeah. So no, unfortunately, this week is the first week in a bit that we don't have a friend of the week. But it was never really official. But I think we're making it official. And new friend of the week needs to be like, it's a thing, right? It's a thing. It's just that we haven't had just this week was just way too busy. Hello, Moonrose. How are you doing today? Happy Sunday. Have you been celebrating Mother's Day today? Your family celebrated because Americans do. Japanese don't have the same holidays. Oh, okay. So they don't have a Mother's Day in Japan, or just not the same? Or maybe they celebrate totally different things. They have some weird celebrations over there, so yeah. Dutchman's Woodshack. Hello, how are you doing today? Happy Sunday, and Yeah, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers or all your mothers, if you have mothers to celebrate today. Oh yeah, it's clean. It's clean for sure. Like, we don't see the pile, but the pile has shrunk. It's not as tall, and there's pretty much nothing up there. Well, there's a phone holder that I just put up there because I didn't want to kick it on the floor anymore. And then there's a project bag, and we have the bat bag that has all the stuff for the Godzilla that I'm starting soon. So that's the only stuff that's up there. And you do see the diamond painting that's been hanging out over there the whole time. I didn't move it today. I didn't. I was like, no, we're not moving it. But yeah, there's some stuff has been moved around. And all the stuff is still here. They're just over there right now. I couldn't be bothered to like pull them back in here because I'm gonna have to pull them back out later this week. So I was like, no, I'm not moving everything more than I have to. It can come back here after the next open house thing. Hello, Julie. Welcome in. I don't believe I've seen you here before. Happy Sunday, and welcome to this little corner of Sweden. Yeah, they have a lot of random holidays. They do. Hello, Sina. Happy Mother's Day. Do you celebrate today? We get to celebrate in a few weeks here. I am early. Granny D wasn't here today. So I was like, well, maybe while I still have a little bit of energy, let's start early so I can keep it up before I get too tired. And then I start with like a little bit of a less momentum, maybe. Because I am fading. I'm not seeing this as a very long hangout session today, but I've said that before, and we've been here for longer amounts of time than I planned or imagined or whatnot. So you don't look forward to start packing for real. Mom isn't allowed to do anything again for 8 weeks, so you're back to start helping her with the dressing and stuff. Yeah, no, I totally get that, Rita. I totally get that. Let's slow packing. Slow packing is definitely a better thing to do. But yeah, I I don't even know. Like, we've been doing so much these days. The days are just blurred. We have no new friend of the week. We do have 2 finished bunnies. We have them finished. So we were looking at these last week, and they are now finished. So that happened. You got the apartment. Yes, you did. Rita's coming back to Sweden in August. So you get the key about a month after I get my key. So I will probably, hopefully, be settled by then. So I can come and hang out and help you unpack if you need help. But yes, we have 2 new friends. This is the black and gray and minty yarn that you've seen for a bit. We've had this yarn for a bit. And then this is the yarn I got from the mystery cotton bag. And these are going to a brother and sister. And they both have blue eyes because the kids have blue eyes. So that's why we picked blue eyes for these bunnies. And I still have yarn left. Where did I put that yarn? So we still have yarn left over. So there's not a full skein, which makes it like easy projects. You have a 1 skein project if you want to make a little teeny bunny out of these yarns. What have I done else this week? I started a secret project. Or did I start that? Did I have that started before we were hanging out last weekend? I don't know. I don't know if I had the other project started. Okay, I know I mentioned that I had something started. I haven't done much more on that, but we have some parts and they look like this. We got those parts. Come on, we can get better color. Okay, we can hide the rest. But we got the colors. So we got some pink going on here. A little pink bit. And then I know I was teasing you guys with a skein of yarn, but I couldn't find the secret bunny. But the secret bunny can come and say hi because the secret bunny looks like this. So it's a secret. No one knows about this. Who's going to get it? No one knows. But it's a secret bunny and it made a special appearance and now it's gone. But it's here. So we have 2 secret bunnies. Hello, Lulu. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Sunday. Happy whatever you feel like celebrating today. It's my name day. Do you guys celebrate name days? We have in our calendar, is it like a couple of names every day? That is like their name day. Do you guys celebrate that? Because we do have it here. It's not, it's one of my middle names. So, yeah. But I get to celebrate that. You want to start celebrating name days? And also we can I can tease a little bit. We can tease a little bit. I have something else on my hook. And it's got pink sparkles. I'll tell you that much. Pink sparkles, and we get to see a little bit of it, and then it's going to go and disappear again. So we got this. It's kind of nice start, right? And pink sparkles. I think you can see the sparkles. Oh, and you can also see the little, that thing. But I think it's fun, right? So that is something I've been working on. So that has been like my go-to project to pick up this week, other than the assembly of these bunnies. They can actually hang out here. We don't have a friend of the week, but we have bunnies. So they can hang out there. So we have something to look at. Hello, Nisi. How are you doing? Hope you're good today. Easy Sparkles. ABD is in the house. Happy Sunday. So yes, we have bunnies, we have projects that I've been doing a little bit of work on. And where did I put that? So I started to make a shawl in a Halloween yarn with white, orange, and gray and black. I frogged it. I wasn't happy about it. I frogged it. So that one's not happening. We'll see what I'll do with that one. Right now, I'm just back to making more on my hexagon cardigan for a bit because I figured I can do that today with not too much focus since I am so broken. Like, I am hurting. I should have more bruises. I should have more battle scars. I have scratches on my arm. It looks like I've been fighting with a cat. I have some small scratches. But like falling on the stairs, I should have more bruises. Like, I know I got lucky and I didn't hit my head and I didn't hurt myself too bad. But I didn't even get bruises. Like, I was expecting to be like totally blue here. I don't even know if it's noticeable, but it hurts like freaking, I don't know. And here, nothing. Like, my boob is hurting so badly. I can't sleep on my stomach or something because it's just like really sore and just hurting. Because falling down the stairs or falling up the stairs and having the stairs just like hitting, yeah, it took all the fall damage pretty much. But nothing is looking bruised, so I guess that's the only good thing. That I don't look like I was in a battle with the stairs twice this week and all the moving things, and I'm just, yeah. It hurts walking up the stairs because my legs are just, yeah, my legs are just screaming. They're like, we don't want to walk up the stairs anymore because it's just too much. I'm, yeah, I've been moving more these last few weeks, especially the last few days, than I don't even remember when. Um, ugh. Well, you have a good time, Lulu. You have also done a little, very little crochet in the past week. Yeah, my toe twice, the same damn big toe. Oh, yeah. Uh, good, the boobs aren't made of glass. No. And now, like, I took a shower because I've been like sweating and all whatever all day, moving things, running around, and the sun has been shining. It's been really good weather. And now it's like, yeah, it's warm again. It's like, yeah, no, I should have put my hair up. Usually that does help to keep my hair up, but no, I didn't think about that. Japan holiday calendar. They had Mother's Day yesterday. On a Saturday. Mm. Oh, yep. So busy week. Bunnies, bunnies and shawls is all I've been crocheting, I think. Oh, Sunday yesterday because you're in already Monday. So okay, so they did celebrate on a Sunday. Very true. You're in the future. You are far ahead of us. I'm there soon. In like 2 hours, I will be in the future also, or in the tomorrows. So yesterday, and I'll like this week, I did have something else to entertain myself with. Eurovision Song Contest. Anyone watch that? I have to. It's like it just has to happen. I always watch it. It's my thing. And did the right song win? Yes and no. Maybe. I don't know. Like the song was good, but how would the results have looked like if things were different? Like if people actually voted for songs that's good and not politically, and also if um the Dutch artist hadn't been disqualified. That also is very yeah, it's a very that would have been an interesting thing because that song had probably been up there. They had a good song, um, so that could have definitely been having a chance in a way. Yeah, drama pile you optioned out. Yeah, no, like there was a lot of votes politically. There was a lot of votes for Ukraine as solidarity support votes for them, not because their song was great. Israel got a lot of votes from the audience, but the jury seemed to be not too happy. They didn't want to vote because political reasons, I guess. The song wasn't too bad. So yeah, that could have definitely been more points from the jury, but very political how people was voting from their phones. Yeah, that it's supposed to be about music, not about politics. I'm just really in love with Croatia, because Croatia, you guys, who cannot love a really silly, catchy song that I don't really know too much about what it was all about. But they were dressed in crocheted items. They had crocheted everything. There was someone wearing a face mask made out of doilies. Their drum set was covered in old doilies. Everything was covered in crocheted items. I was like, I love this. More crochet to the people. Like, they got my vote for all the crochet. The song was catchy. But the crochet, yes, please, thank you. More crochet items on stages in big public things, venues, or, yes, yes, yes. Like, who wouldn't love some crocheted puff sleeves to go with some weird vest type thing from, I don't know what century that was inspired by, but it was like, I don't know, velvety something, and then crocheted puff sleeves that really looked like someone's old curtains, old curtains, or like a bedspread. I loved it. Crochet to the people. Yes, please. More of that. I was like, should I do something like that myself? Like, what type of clothing item do I have that I can totally just like cut into pieces and add some crochet to it to just fancy it up? I don't know, but I will clearly look at that like soon. Not before I'm moved, but like seriously, that just very inspiring. They do the same as many Americans, wake up their moms with breakfast in bed and flowers. Oh, that's cute. Very cute. Let's see here. What did I do there? I don't know what I did. Okay. Sam Ryder, the UK second place from the other years, has 4 more crochet jackets he wears in his concerts. That's cool. We have that. What's the swimmer from the UK? He was in the Olympics, and he was both knitting and crocheting, as far as I could tell. He's really cool. Yeah, he does his things all by himself when he's like on, I guess, breaks between the swimming competitions. Hello, Mr. Broccoli. How are you doing this fine Sunday? Happy Sunday. Are you starting to get any spring weather up there, or is it still just snow? Tom Daly, yes, thank you. That's what I was. Yeah, him. Lunch is ready. What are you having? I'm hungry. No, I'm not really hungry. I probably could be if it's a yummy thing. You've had a couple of nice, good, sunny days, maybe even. Yeah, it was really nice today when we had people coming to look at the place. We just took a walk down to the lake, and yeah, just spending a little bit of time in the sun, relaxing with some cookies and Coca-Cola. That was our lunch. And people are just starting to get their boats in the lake now. I don't know how long this particular boat had been in the water, but it was underwater half of it. I'm guessing they might have forgotten to make sure everything was like properly sealed or something. Yeah, so the boat was like full of water and had tilted. So that's a big of a thing to try and rescue that boat because it was like literally tilted. So the water was like coming in over the edge or the side of the boat. So it's kind of hard to pump water out of something that just like has water pretty much coming in from the side the whole time. You need to like push it to more of a leveled thing and then try and pump water out. Yeah, not the easiest thing to do. And the boat wasn't really a small one either. Chicken fingers and salad. Chicken fingers. I'm guessing like nuggets-esque, not chicken toes or like claws, legs, feet, chicken feet. No, that I'm guessing nuggets-esque, like just shaped. Tom Daly knit a poncho to put his gold medal in right after he received it. Breaded chicken strips. Well, that's something the kids always eat. Nuggets and like, yeah, always a good choice if you have kids. Yeah. I'm so happy I finally get to sit down and relax. But it's only for a few days and then we have to make sure everything looks good again. Because not only, and this is just like the worst timing, we had the cleaning company coming over here. Was it last week? I don't even remember. The days are like floating together. You guys probably remember that I talked about that we're going to have a cleaning crew coming over and deal with stuff, right? They washed everything. They took care of the windows. They took care of everything. So the houses here are getting a little bit of a touch up on the outside, so to say. They're gonna repaint the outside of the buildings. And of course, they just had to start that this week. From out of the blue, they're like, okay, we're gonna get some, I don't know, mold solution, some cleaning solution on the whole, like outside of the house. And then they're gonna take water and they're gonna like pressure wash the sides and whatever is, bad rotten wood. They're going to replace those pieces and then they're going to start painting. I don't really like see that as a bad thing because this is going to be all finished before the new owners will move in. So they're going to be moving into a totally like newly painted house. That's good, right? But it's not that much fun when they're spraying all these solutions on the windows that was cleaned last week. So we had to clean the windows on the outside. Because of course they had to do that Friday. They just came to us Friday because they were on the neighbors' houses like in the beginning of the weeks. Like, let's hope that they come on like later, but no, they just had to come and dirty our windows this Friday. Yeah, no, not happy about that at all. Mr. Broccoli has been a member for a month. Thank you so much. We get to dance for Mr. Broccoli. I don't even have the Frosted Broccoli close by. I don't know where I moved things. Did I hide it here? No, it's not here. Then I don't know where it's at. Where's the Frosty Broccoli? It's in one of the bags or baskets or boxes. Everything's just moved out of everything. I had to move all my headbands. Like we sorted them. We sorted them the other week. they're now in here in a mess. I was like, which one am I gonna get? Because they're all in a mess. So I pulled one out and we're going blue. So yeah, they get to stay in that basket until, I don't know. I'm not gonna sort them to have them taken down like every week. And they can come on Wednesday and clean it again. No, we're not gonna pay to have the windows cleaned every week. No, it's not worth it. Then we're like, it's only on the outside, so we can deal with that ourselves. It's a good. The windows upstairs move, like they open inside, so it's not like hanging out or anything. Since they just, open into the room, so it's all safe to do those windows. And yeah, the same with the kitchen windows. They also open inwards, and the door here opens outwards. But yeah, the other windows here don't open at all. So I just walk outside to do them. Still not very fun. Window cleaning isn't like, the top of the list of things I feel like I want to do when all the other stuff needed to be done. But at least I can relax for, I want to say I'm going to be relaxing Monday, Tuesday, and maybe start considering to look at what needs to be done. Like on Wednesday, I'm going to see how bad the damage is that has been done the last, like the days here. Mini-Me is going to pull toys to all over the place. And then Thursday is going to be putting back the stuff into the car that we put out there today. All the yarn go back out into the car for a little bit. And yeah, hopefully it's not going to be too bad. You don't even know how your new apartment looks like. You can order painting in 2025. But your house is going to be pretty new though. The whole area there is pretty new. So I don't think you're going to be having, like, you don't have to worry too much, I don't think. I have no idea if about anything like that with my new apartment. I only know everything is white because that's what they do. Um I know there's some damage to like kitchen cabinet parts, but it's not too bad. It's the cabinets under the sink. I guess they have been water damaged a little bit. But that is also something that happens, and since it's already like noted in the papers, it's not something that I would be responsible for whenever it's time for me to move, unless they do something while I live there. So I don't have to worry about, like, everything isn't all, brand new. So I don't have to worry too much since there's already some stuff noted in the papers. So that's good. Makes it a little bit easier to know that not everything is totally new. And yeah, with kids, it's just hard to keep everything perfect at all times. But yeah, I don't see myself living there for too long. It's a stop on the way to, I don't know where. Um I took the first thing I could get. That's how I see it, and I'm not planning to stay there for longer than I have to. But if it's not too bad, then yeah, I'm probably gonna stay there for a few years. It's just not gonna be forever. It's Yeah, it's not gonna be forever. It's gonna be until I find something better or things change. I don't know. ABD is hanging out in the scrap basket. Yes, we go look at the scrap basket and we dance a little bit. It's cozy in the scrap basket. That one's cozy also, right? It's a perfectly fine place to hang out. I'm just happy that you're coming here and hanging out, even if you're quiet. I appreciate you for coming by and thumbing up and having fun. And yeah, just like last week, I'm gonna do the easy crochet today. This new scrap basket project that we started will have to wait for another week because I'm too sore. My arms are too tired. We're not making anything that is gonna be hurting me more than I already am. You have to get the children off to school. And then you can go and pick up packages in the base. You have more packages coming? You always seem to have packages coming. And I'm always just as curious to what might be in those packages. Rita's gonna get coffee. Or Spoon is gonna get coffee, perhaps. Maybe. Maybe. You started 2 new projects last night that weren't on your list to start. You were supposed to be pink purgatorying it for a bit. Well, you got out of pink purgatory. It's into colored stripes, but what else do you have to be working on? You know that there's at least one large Noro package. Yeah. You are totally bitten by the Noro bug. And you can't even blame me for that. We get to blame Joseph for that. Mr. J. Took, I think his name is. Counting stitches isn't something that should be hard today. I can count to 7 and then I count to 9. I count to 7 on these parts here and then I count to 9 in the corners. That's all we're doing today. It's not very difficult. So it's definitely doable. Hello, Ashley Wester. Happy Sunday. How are you doing today? Nice to see you. You swatched some Nora yarn. One is linen, washi paper, and nylon. Is that the combination of one yarn? Linen, washi paper, and nylon. That is I don't even know what to make with that. Washi paper or like paper-esque yarns. You can make bags, basket, or like big sun hats. But if you add linen to it, would you consider using them for something else? And also nylon. That is that's a mix and a half. And you got a Hobie package yesterday. Have you opened it? I did see that you did a Noro live stream. I have unfortunately not been able to hang out in the YouTubes at all today because I've been so busy. So I have catching up to do. I will definitely be catching up at some point, not tonight. Yeah, no. When I'm done hanging out with you guys, I will be crawling up the stairs to bed, hopefully avoiding falling on them again. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping to avoid. But there's always the risk of falling. You're crocheting on your Afghan outside on your deck. Are you having a good weather to be hanging out outside and crochet? That sounds really nice. I have definitely had weather for crocheting outdoors today, but yeah, no crocheting because I was busy. Very busy. You started a circle and either a hat or a basket. You opened it and did a live stream. And you're missing part of your Hobie order, but you think it's going to show up in a second package. Yeah. If you order big stuff, they usually split the packages. So that is definitely a possibility. And I think you've seen that before because you ordered yourself some Hobie. Oh, did I manage to count correctly? I think so. It looks how it's supposed to be looking. So you guys, what are you guys working on? We have Ashley working on an Afghan outside on the deck. Spoon is busy with the kids in a little bit, so I'm assuming no crocheting or knitting at this time of the day. Rita, are you knitting anything right now? Or are we having a break? It's lunch at Broccoli's. ABD might be busy and run around after dogs because that happens. Your Afghan has 225 stitches in each row. How long does it take for you to go one row? Have you timed it? How long it takes to make one row from the beginning to the end? I like to time myself doing things. That is also why my next commissioned piece will be timed. And I haven't started it because I've been too busy. Hello, Jonathan. Happy Sunday. How are you doing today? Putting cloth pads together. You're supposed to be working on something? You're actively working on procrastinating. Well, in your case, you have kids that you're going to get out to school. And then I'm assuming you're going to be working on making sure that not your bunnies might be fed unless the kids took care of that. And then maybe, well, you did say you have to go to the base and collect packages. So you might be procrastinating for a bit and then trying to find pants. Because that seems to be a thing that you don't really yeah, you don't know where you put your pants. And I'm sorry I can't help you with that. But you should have like one chair. Like here is where you put the pants when you take them off, and there's where they live when you don't have them on. You have not timed yourself yet. Yeah, that's just one thing I like to do. I like to time myself. But also, the commission piece that's hanging out. You can see the little tiny bats up here. The bats. Okay, well, we can take it down. We can take it down. It's not too far. I don't even have to stand up. Oh, guess what we found? A frosty broccoli and the goddess statue. They were hanging out over there. They get to hang out over there for now. Because yeah, there's a balancing act and it's bunnies up there. I'm gonna make a Godzilla, you guys. We're making Godzilla out of these fun yarns in here. And I want to see if I can make it faster than someone that has done this pattern in 15 days. So the challenge is on. Can I make it in 15 days or less? That's what I want to know. And I have a bunch of these. It's a grayish blue. That's for the main body. And then on the back of the back, it's supposed to be a little bit of an icy thing going on. So we have white and a color named Iceberg. I know it's Iceberg, but I don't remember what the name of this. It's a steely blue color. And then we got sparkle. This is the ice blue sparkle. It's not the silver sparkle. I think ice blue is going to be perfect with this. And the little teeny tiny embroidery threads is going to be for the mouth, tongue, and teeth. Spoon has 25 minutes per row. Yeah, you have quite a few stitches, but you knit quite fast when you start. When you talk and get occupied and distracted, you're not as, yeah, you stop and you talk. But when you do knit and just knit, it's definitely faster than some other people. I know you say that you're slow, but yeah, no, there's people that's slower, but there's also people that's faster. Yes, I got it. Your pants. Your pants are on the chair, so you know where they're at today. There's no looking for them. That is good though. Afghan is 62 inches wide. That is quite wide, right? 62 inches. I'm not good at inches, but I think that's quite the few. Yeah, it's going to be fun to start it also. I'm really looking forward to starting it. I'm just sitting here debating, like, should I wait another week so that I can have like the week to relax and rest and get myself back into like proper good crochet mood and just like hopefully no injuries, um or should I just start? Like, I want to be able to sit down and actually like time myself and really see how fast I can make it. And it feels like there's still some stuff that has to be done this week. So I don't know. I don't know if we're starting it this week or not. I will have to rest for a few days and see how I feel. Maybe I'll start before Thursday, but if not, I think maybe next weekend. 5 feet 2 inches, about as wide as a person is that tall. Well, I'm 5'4", so it's almost as tall as me. Okay, thank you. I have a little bit of a easier time envisioning that, or like seeing how big that is. Your blanket is a little bit bigger. You're gonna make it 7 feet long. That's a good size blanket. Definitely something you can cuddle in and hide underneath. For sure. It's also going to keep you busy for quite some time before you can finish it. Since you just recently started and you were complaining about the pink in the beginning because you had that as a bigger skein, and then you're using mini skeins, but the bigger skein wasn't that big. You were just not happy about it being all pink. Speaking of, well, far-fetched though, we went into the purgatory here, pink purgatory. And then from pink purgatory, I'm thinking back to when I did my puff stitch cardigan. That one wasn't as boring as I imagined, even though it was like all puff stitches and all gray. It was more fun than I expected. So you're most likely, hopefully, gonna be enjoying the process of making this blanket in all these fun colors more than you imagine doing. You want to make sure your husband can cuddle under it. He's 6'4". Yeah, that's yeah, you need to make a quite big blanket, but also he could fold up his legs. Crawl up like a kitty cat. Something we haven't mentioned yet. Volcano. How's the volcano on Iceland? It's not erupting anymore, but there might be a new one soon. So yeah, the volcano on Iceland is sleeping. It fell asleep. It's all silent now. Hello, Jeannie. Happy Mother's Day. Happy Sunday. How are you doing today? Nice to see you. I hope you had a good weekend. What are you working on today? You guys, what's in your cup? What's on your hook, on your bench, desk, whatever? Are you able to do something fun today? Or busy doing, I don't know, something boring? Not the volcano. The volcano's sleeping. I'm going to keep an eye on it, though. There's some earthquakes. Yep. And land uplift. You're knitting a summer top. Nice. Is it for yourself or for someone else? I've been thinking about making me some wearables other than this. Well, I'm currently working on wearables for myself. We're making a hexagon cardigan, but something else. I don't know. I don't know what I would like to do. But I have been thinking about it. And I need more wearables for myself. Because yes, honestly, my closet is quite boring and empty. Some of my clothes has been here for quite some time, and I'm just like, no, we need some wardrobe updates. So I'm seeing more wearables for myself, because I need some fun wearables. You're making it for you. You would not knit a top for no one but yourself. Yeah, you need to think about yourself from time to time also. You can't just be making things for other people if that's what you normally do. Sometimes you need to think about yourself. Just like I am doing right now. But we have been making quite the bunny. Yeah, there's a lot of bunnies that has been jumping out of my hook. All the bunnies that fly into Japan and still more bunnies in the making. But I need to figure out a new friend of the week for the next week. That is the my main focus this upcoming week. That's what I will be focusing on. Because we need a new friend of the week since we're not getting one this week. Oh, and I need to find Viking-esque names for these two bunnies hanging out over here. Because they're going to two kids with Viking-esque names. And the whole family is very much like into Vikings and things. So that's going to be fun to figure something out. Okay. You're going to take the wagon to the post office. Sounds like you're expecting big packages, or, well, don't have to carry as much if you take bigger packages. That could have worked, Rita. Well, Tor could still be an option. Freya is the middle name of the girl receiving it. So I'm not feeling like that would be it would be weird to give her a bunny with the same name as she has. So I'm thinking about it. Also, I did have an awesome name. We did have a little bit of a back and forth with the name. Before Minimi was born, I had a name that I really wanted for her. But apparently, I was the only one that liked the name. So I guess, I don't know. Apparently, it's more of a Norwegian name also. Like, there's very few in Sweden with the name. Iselin. I like it. I like it. It's just, but that didn't happen. Nope. Nope, we didn't get that. But I will use it for something. I'm probably going to make a pattern at some point. and use that name for that if I make a pattern that I feel like it's good enough for. Yeah, I love that. I don't, but apparently I was the only one. People around me like, that's crazy, that's weird. I was like, no, it's an old Viking name, or like, yeah, Norse mythology, just not common anymore, and definitely not in Sweden. It's very much more common in Norway. Your cousin's daughter's name? See? And in Sweden it's like no one have ever heard of it. Like, but it's cute. It's cute. Åshild, Brynhild. Maybe we're going down that road. Maybe. Tor could definitely be an option for the little dark one. It's dark and gray and minty. The dark and the gray, like the black and gray, it kind of gives thunder vibes. But the minty is what's throwing me off in the minty, it's not as much thunder. Um, I just need to remind myself, what am I supposed to be doing on this row? I'm supposed to skip a stitch and do 3 double crochets in the following stitches. 1, 2, and 3. And in the corner, I'm supposed to do 2 double crochets and chain 2. Am I making a story for them? Well, yes, of course. They will definitely get stories, because not only is the mother of these kids my best friend, she's also the godmother of my oldest. So, of course, her kids does deserve a little special bunny in their lives. The only thing that I've been like really debating, because they're really small, was the safety eyes. And I'm gonna just let her know that these are not to be played with for some time. They can sit and be cute until the kids are big enough to not like chew on the eyes, or they need to be handled a little bit more carefully for a little bit, and then hopefully the kids can enjoy them better when they're older and actually understand the meaning of the bunnies. So, I think I know what I'm supposed to be doing this. Yes, okay. Now I know what I'm supposed to be doing. I did do the same thing on the other one also. I haven't done it on this yet. But I have the other half of this hexagon cardigan that I'm working on. Yeah. But we don't have this part of the repeat previously on this piece. And that's why this is quite an easy project to work on while I'm hanging out with you guys, because I don't have to think too much. I have already done this enough to need a little bit of a nudge, and hopefully I'm not going to do too big of mistakes that I need to frog. Most likely I'll be able to like just do a little bit of surgery in case I mess up and not have to frog too much. Yeah, I'm just, small kids and safety eyes, to me, is just not a good combination. But I really wanted to give the 2 bunnies the colorful eyes that is the same color eyes as they have. It just feels like it's more a thought through idea, or more. Yeah, I did take a few extra minutes to think about what I wanted them to become. And I try to do certain things. Like all my bunnies has certain features that has been picked for them. Even if a bunny is, I'm following the same pattern pretty much for all of them, the Miss C's pattern, but I have done my own twist. But picking the eyes or putting the ears higher or lower as I place them on the head, how I shape the face. Like there's certain things that I feel like I'm trying to do special for each bunny. And so far I have not done any bunny looking like the other one. Like all of them are different. I have used the same yarn for a few, but with color changing yarn you totally get different looks. And also um, just because I use the same colors doesn't mean I put them in the same order. So there's always things you can do to change things up, to give them each some personality of their own. And I do have Spoon to thank, because I don't like making pom-poms, and Spoon is not a big fan of pom-poms. And the first bunny sent to Spoon had a pom-pom. And with some new bunnies going over there, we're adding an extra tail into that package that is crocheted in the same yarn that the first bunny was made out of. And making that, I realized pom-poms is just not my thing because I don't make them good enough. I don't really like how they're not good for playing with. They're probably good if you have a bunny that's just gonna sit around, but if you give it to a kid that might be pulling it or like even carrying it around in a tail, it might shed. And I don't like that thought of having tails crumble. So crochet tails is my thing. I definitely enjoy making them. I enjoy how they look, and it just feels like a better option for me. So because I also know how to make them in a way that it meets my own criteria of a tail that's not going to break. I don't like the thought of that. I know that with the safety eyes and the recommendations of not giving them to small children because of that, I'm not crocheting the bunnies for them to just sit on a shelf and being pretty. I do expect people to be carrying them around a little bit and playing with them, just not teeny tiny kids. So I'd rather make something that actually has a chance to survive for a little bit. And crocheted tails is definitely that. I do know that Tank is the master of making tails. Miss C pretty much only used Tails by Tank. And I'm really curious to see. I do have a bunny that I won from Miss C. It's on the way. I know things coming to Sweden takes a lot of time, so I'm not expecting it anytime soon. Because that just seemed to be the thing. Things just takes a long time. And I have seen the bunny, but no tail. So I'm really curious to see what tail she picked. Um, and Tank said that if it's one made by her, she'd be able to tell, which I really hope. because I think that's an awesome thing. Tails by Tank. It has a good name also. It's a cute ring to it. Tails by Tank. Yeah, the crochet tails are super cute, and I really appreciate you giving me the idea in the first place. Just like they get little squeezy tails. And you can definitely, you can play with this and not worry about it shedding or anything. It's just a little cute thing. But they are very cute, all of these bunnies. And I love the yarns. Like, I just want to buy all the yarns that has color change to it now. Before, I was really like, I don't know what to do with color changing yarns that has these shorter color bursts. They felt really busy, and they didn't spark joy in the same way as, slow ombre color changing yarns like these cakes. Because these cakes are easy, and just I love the look of these. And yarns like this is a bit busy, but when you're making small things, it's perfect. Crochet tails is important for you. You hate pom-poms, they just get destroyed. Yeah, no, like, I definitely really enjoy how this looks. And also, it does give a little bit stability, so they can sit by themselves. You don't have to prop them up too much when they have that little extra support on their butts. And there was almost a joke about that. I didn't fall and hurt myself too bad because I also have a fluffy butt, but that's a totally different thing. Silly me. You knit bunnies, but you add crocheted tails. Is there a special reason why you don't knit the tails also? I'm just thinking, like, knitting shouldn't be too hard with the stuff that you're already knitting. But I guess if you want to make something teeny tiny, it's easier to crochet it rather than knit. Maybe. I might be totally wrong on that. But you seem to be able to knit everything since you were able to convert the crochet pattern for Miss C's Some Bunnies into a knit pattern. You should knit them. It's easy. Spoon is going to the post office. Oh, you're not going to the post office. They're leaving for school and you're taking a nap. So I'm guessing post office later. Yes, after nap. Most things can be knitted. Just teeny tiny. And I don't know enough about knitting to actually know how that would be done. I'm just so used to seeing my mom knit socks with the straight needles, with no ends. Spoon, I think that's the ones you use also that you like. These ones that has just a point on both sides. And my mom always use 4 like this to make socks. So it's cast on in a circle on these 4, and then the 5th is used to knit around, and that's how I know how to knit socks. Hello, Elaine. How are you doing this happy Sunday? You need to get your sock mojo back. DPNs. So it's that double point. Is that what it says is for? I don't know. You use 3 and knit with the 4th. So you would do more of a triangular. Can I even hold it as a triangle? I think like that. And then you use the last one to knit around. Well, to be the one switching out. You both do the same. You use 3 and you knit with the 4th, and then you have 1 extra. Yeah, I only know how to use 4. Or that's what my mom always used, and I looked at what she does. So that's what I do, because that's what she does. But then again, I don't really knit. I just have a couple of sets. I have 3.5 millimeter. I want to say that's probably a 4, because I don't see a reason to why I should have anything larger than that. And then I have a 4.5, 4.5, 4, and 3.5. That's what I have. I don't have any smaller than that. Then again, yeah, no, not my thing, not my thing. But I own them. And at some point, if anyone would like to see me fail at knitting, I guess for the shits and the giggles, we could have some fun and look at me failing at knitting. Not me failing at knitting. I do know how to basically knit. But I hate dropping stitches because I can't save it. If I drop a stitch, I pretty much have to like just rip it out and just no. But maybe that if we want to laugh, that could happen. Maybe that's for a members only live. If it's requested or something, I don't know. Because that could definitely be a thing if you guys want to see. Just because I don't like knitting doesn't mean I can't, or that I never will. You know, it could definitely happen. I don't have to do that when you come. You'll teach me how to pick it up. Oh, you mean instead of just ripping it all out? Uh, I probably could. I just don't have patience to figure out how to solve it. That is more of the issue than anything. I just never have the patience to do that. You get better with practice, but you have to put in the time practicing. Very true. Very true. You are definitely able to master things if you try them. If you don't try them, of course, yeah. Just like with me in crocheting, like I didn't crochet like this when I started. And I have been practicing not looking at what I'm doing. This is not one of the things that I can just look away. But some things I can just not look and focus on the chat and talk to you guys without actually looking at my hands. So I know I can do it. This is just a little bit more going on in this pattern and counting stitches and placement and stuff. But yeah. And that's only because I practice that I'm able to look away as I do some of the things that I crochet. Then just crochet and leave knitting to those who like it. Very true. That's what I've been trying to do. I do believe, though, that knitted socks are often very cool looking, and that they are a little bit better looking most of the time. Better looking, but also some of them are just like really nice. You can get really thin and cozy socks, and crochet often feels like chunkier. Yeah, sock patterns in knitting is definitely more of a thing than crocheted socks. I have seen a bunch of crocheted socks. It's just, yeah, no, not that many. 2.5 millimeter to knit socks. I would probably like if I want to crochet socks, I'd go for thinner than that. I don't think 2.5 would be small enough because of my loose tension. I would definitely have to down size and hook. And I don't know if there's any good yarns that I could crochet socks in that is non-animal fiber. Wool socks has a totally different feel to it. And in the winter, you want some thicker socks here in Sweden when it's cold. So wool is definitely needed for that. And that's just not something I can play around with. So it is what it is. I don't see that many crocheted socks in my future. I do see crocheted slippers though. That is definitely more of a thing that works good with crochet, like a thicker, bulky, cozy yarn, maybe even felted. If it would be wool, you could felt that and have some really cozy slippers for the winter or well colder weather. You got the Moomin books. Is that color work to make the characters on socks? Because those are really cute. Moomin. I love that character. You use 2 millimeter or between 2 and 2.75 for knitting socks, depending on the yarn. You're making new socks for the winter. You need it for sure. For sure. Is in the cold Nordics, we do get cold winters and we need warm socks or warm things for our feet. Very true. And mittens. Yes. How's it going with the mittens you're making for sunshine? Some you have to stitch in later. Oh, so it's like maybe almost like embroidering or something, like make it look like knit stitches, but you sew them afterwards for detailing. Mittens are on hold while you work on the blanket and reorganizing your room. Have you started reorganizing, or is that just in the plans? Yes, okay, details after. I'm guessing like eyes and like teeny tiny bits is not something you like. You can probably knit with a couple of colors at the same time to make some really pretty color work. But to just like put a stitch or two in for the eyes is probably a little over the top to carry a yarn for that. So you are still far away from being done with the ginkgo seeds. 408 seeds out of 16,000. You have some seeds to sow. Yeah. Are you going to plant them in the wild, all of them? So it sounds like a book, well written, and worth every penny of it, because if it's good written patterns and you can replicate them easy, it's worth it, right? Ginkgo, is it a tree or is it a bush? I think ginkgo is a tree. But they're not something we see here. I do know that you probably can grow them here, but they are definitely not a native tree here. You sell some and then you plant some in the wild. Ugh, it's a very tall tree. They do have isn't the leaves kind of like I almost think elephant ear, like the shape of an elephant ear. But they have more like ins and outs than an elephant ear. But they're big, right? Katrine, how is things going? Nice to see you. How is everything? You have a few rooms sorted now. For those who have missed it, Katrine is in Texas and their house got flooded. So there was evacuations and damage to property, but nothing to animals or anything. And also yarn loss. Yarn loss happened. But Katrine gets to rearrange and redo and a fresh start. And almost got an extra house guest with a snake behind the microwave. That's not a surprise I would want to come home to. Yeah, no, I'm not jealous about that part at all. Nope. People use the leaves for tea and the seeds to eat. Rita needs to Google kind of the leaf shape. Tempelträd. Yeah, I don't recognize that name. I've always known them as ginkgos. I've not heard about um a translation into like Swedish or Norwegian. I've always just heard ginkgos. Your kitchen, bedroom, closet, and both bathrooms are done. Awesome. And no snakes behind the microwave anymore. Every time someone says snake, your legs goes up. Your desk was there. I'm sorry, Rita. Rita hit her knees on the desk because of snakes. Yeah, I don't like him either. You're sticking to your strict no pit viper policies, no snakes in general, anyway. Yeah, no. No, no. So, did you still have, what was it? You said something about some stray, was it chickens or something that wanted to go back across the road and couldn't find the way back? I think that's what you said. You had some extra animals, but not as much yarn loss as could have been possible. Keeping yarn high up safe worked good this time. But then again, it also always depends on how high the water goes. There's always the risk of water coming, to whatever level the yarn is at, or like the whole house being underwater. Then there's no way of protecting the yarn. But we are definitely happy that the majority of the yarn seems to be, or a lot of the yarn seems to be fine. Okay. What am I supposed to be doing now? I am supposed to be doing something. I'm supposed to be checking the pattern for next row. You were walking out with the kids when they were small, and your sister, and then there was a snake straight in front of your legs, and the kids was far behind you. You screamed, and swoosh, you put your sister out in the bushes. The kids were laughing because you and your sister fell into the bushes. I actually have been bitten by a snake when I was a kid, but I do not remember it, and I did not notice it at the time. I was just out picking wild strawberries in the woods, and I had like rubber boots, but they were, I was probably 6, 7, maybe 8. They were not that tall. Like, they were covering my ankles. And I was just like out in the woods picking wild strawberries. This was in the beginning of summer break. It was the first weekend at my dad's. I come there like on the Friday. I'm guessing this was probably Saturday. Um, and then when I got back to my dad's, he's like, "Your leg is swollen and red." And I was like, didn't notice anything. It wasn't hurting. I didn't. And him growing up in the countryside, he's like, "Well, I, need to take a look at this. What type of bite is this?" It's just like, because I didn't feel it at all. And he could see I actually had bitten twice, because there was like 2 puncture holes, and then there was like 2 on another place next to it. So it's like, yeah, I was bitten twice. So we spent the whole Sunday in the hospital, um, tetanus shot, and just, making sure everything was fine. It's like nothing really. I didn't feel it. I didn't have any issues with it, but you know, better safe than sorry. Went to the doctor. And next year, exactly the same weekend, like the first weekend of spring break where I'm spending time with my dad, I came the Friday. On the Saturday, we were out in the driveway, and one of the neighbors walked by with her dog. And it was a puppy. It wasn't anything, it was just a puppy dog. And my dad was having some music on in the garage, and I was dancing around on the driveway, and the puppy was just like bouncing around and like nothing to it. And then all of a sudden, my dad's like, "What's on your knee?" And I was like, "What's on my knee?" I had a ground, I think it was like a green pair of leggings, and then I had a spot on my knee that looked brown. I was like, "I don't know." And I was like, "But it feels wet." There was no hole in the pants or anything. So I pulled up the pants leg. The dog bit me in the knee. I didn't even notice. And my dad was like, "Not again. I'm not going to spend a whole Sunday at the hospital for you to get stitches in your knee because the dog bit you. You got your tetanus shot last year. We did this last year. We spent a whole day at the hospital. Let's go inside, clean it off." He put some just band-aids on it, and that was it. He's like, "It's all good." So I actually have a scar that when I have my leg straightened out, it does it's a bump, or like it's an indentation, because I probably should have had stitches, or at least had, the sides pulled together with some tape or something. That didn't happen. So it's not a big scar at all. Like, it was a puppy, and I was small, and I don't have any issues or anything. So I don't blame my dad for not taking me to the hospital. It's just an ugly scar on my knee. That's all. And a fun story if you'd see it like that. But just like the whole thing that I keep doing things the first weekend of summer break when I'm going to my dad's, that's when stuff just happened. He's like, I don't want to start my vacation at the hospital. It's like, I get that. I get that. Like now as a yeah, no, you don't. Vacation should be like relaxing time, not spending time in the hospital with your kids. You never want to spend time in the hospital with your kids, but especially not when you have vacation and finally get to rest and relax and take it easy. Yeah. Like if it happened to my kids, I'd take them to the doctor. I would not do like my dad did and be like, "No, you got your tetanus shot last year. We're not doing this." At least, try and close the wound. He cleaned it out. He did that. But yeah, no. You have the strips at home? Yeah, I have strips like that too. Now that's like a go-to thing. I have kids. You need to have the strips so you can do, as close to stitching as you can before you go to the hospital or to the doctor, to anywhere. Yeah. You have mom to take care of. It's almost like taking care of a kid. Bumps and bruises and scratches. Oh. I'm supposed to do a single crochet in chain two and a single crochet and a bunch of single crochets this row. It's just the same. Oh, well, clearly I need I don't know what I need, but like falling up the stairs and down the stairs 2 days in a row. I need a helmet. That's what I need. I did get this close to the wall with my head when I fell up the stairs since the stairs are angled. Like yeah, they go like this and then they go like that. So I almost hit the wall. Um but I didn't. I think I'm supposed to do a single crochet all but when I do clusters. And when there's clusters, I should be chaining and skipping. Mm, mm, mm. Yes, I'm supposed to be skipping clusters. And then I'm supposed to be do single crochets. Awesome. You're going to close YouTube and snooze until you can nap in 25 minutes. I thought closing YouTube would be napping, but if that's what needs to be done, yes. ABD is still in the scrap basket. Thumbs up, people. Thank you very much. We have a lot of thumbs up today. We have more thumbs up than we have people in the house, which means that there's been people passing by and leaving their DNA, which is very appreciated. And YouTube seems to be liking them. The thumbs ups and the shares and all the fun stuff. I just appreciate that you want to come and hang out with me. Hanging out in my scrap basket and just having some fun. What are your plans for this upcoming week? Do you have any fun plans? I will be avoiding making a mess because that would be more cleaning. So anything that would yeah, trying to keep the place cleaned is what I'm going to be doing. You keep the skin zipper strips. Zipper strips? You rarely need them. Oh, okay. Like the almost stitches, but not stitches. You're gonna be packing. Yep. I don't think there's gonna be that much packing because I don't have the energy to do it. But I can definitely see me doing more packing since, it's closer to moving. But I have the other, like, more boring side of the moving with home insurance. I need to figure out internet. I need to make sure I have, like, electricity. Um, all of those other type of paperworky part of moving needs to be addressed, and I have not done that yet. Um, with focus has been on making sure that everything here is good enough to get this place listed. And yeah, you need to take a taxi to the shop and get the 2 gaming chairs. Too big to take on the scooter. Yet I can imagine that sounds like a big thing to move around. The kittens want you to sit and hold her. Oh, it makes working a challenge. But well-deserved kitten breaks is needed when you have a big mess to deal with, like you have with water damaged things left, right, and center. So, yes, kitten breaks, well deserved. You need a sling to put your kitten in, or a kangaroo pouch. You can be Mama Kangaroo. Mama Kangaroo and kitten can hang out with you all day in a pocket. Unless you have to carry big things. That might not be good because that would be like maybe possibly squishy kitten. But for everything else, you're taking the rest of the day off. Little bitty makes a good excuse. Mm-hmm. Put the kitchen in the bra. Then it needs to be enough space for that. So maybe a bigger size. And then you can have a kitty in, I guess you could have 2. You could have a bra where you're supposed to have it, and then you can wear one lower down, so you can have 2 kitties if you really wanted to be doubling up mama kangaroo style. Weird look. Weird look. And also only works with kitties being like teeny tiny. When kitty starts to get bigger, um I don't think that would be a good thing. They need a bigger pouch. Unless you have a really big bra, but that just doesn't sound like it could be comfortable. For sure, a little bit of a different idea, Rita. I was more thinking of, I've seen people wearing hoodies the wrong way, like a hoodie like this, with the hood on the front instead, and like pulling it down and filling it with popcorn, so that you have a bowl under your face, and you just have your popcorn, and if they fall down, they fall back into the hoodie, and not making a mess all over the place. Hello, Chris. Hello, everyone. And then, oh, happy Mother's Day to everyone who qualifies. And fur babies count. Some of these abbreviations are tricky. I figured it out. I did figure it out. Son and his woman visited. Did you have a good day? Did you have cake? Happy Sunday and happy Mother's Day. Yes. A large scarf could work as a carrier. Very true. Everything is now dried and cleaned. The rush is over. So now you can relax. Yay! A kitty in the hoodie. Yes, that would be a good place to put a kitty. It would be close to the face and it would be cuddly and cozy. So a hoodie backwards could be a place to put a kitty. Hoodie kitten. You need to send a picture of Sunshine in his new suit. So handsome. Yes, you can do that later. For sure. Oh. I think I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. It looks correct. I'm not really double checking or anything. I'm just crocheting away here. And hopefully it's going to be turning out what it's supposed to be turning out like. We will see. We will see. You were on the phone with him buying it, so you sent the money and he got what he wanted. Aw, that's really nice of you. But yeah, you have said that you do spoil him from time to time. And you are so right to do so. Sometimes you just need to spoil people around you when you can do so. No, Kate. Chocolate covered figs. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That sounds good though. Chocolate covered things in general is usually good. I have eaten figs, but I have not tried chocolate covered figs. Um I can see that working. Um Chocolate covered strawberries always works. Chocolate covered a lot of things works with chocolate cover. Chocolate on ice cream, chocolate with no ice cream, just chocolate and yeah, I like chocolate. He's 50% mine, your bonus kid. You have chocolate chip cookies. Lucky you, I do not have any chocolate chip cookies. I did have cookies for lunch though. I had um drömmar, which is a very light, very flaky type of cake or cookie. It's really big and airy. It's meringue in like dryness and just how it falls to crumbles, but it's not meringue. It's in a cookie, but it's light and it just melts in the mouth. And then I had jitterbug, which is a cookie rolled like when you make it, you make the cookie dough. I guess it's like a shortbread cookie dough, and then you put it like you roll it out, and then you put meringue batter on it, like meringue, and then you roll it. So it's layered cookie and meringue, and you roll it together, and then you cut it into slices, like cookie slices, and then you bake them. So it's kind of a swirl with meringue and cookie. So I had very light and airy cookies for lunch and Coca-Cola on the docks, looking at the half sunken boat while the place here was crawling with people that we don't know. And hopefully this place will be sold sooner rather than later. Mom decided that you need to make some kind of sweet cake dessert every Saturday to feed your hubby to make sure he don't lose more weight. That is not a problem a lot of people have. To not lose more weight. I think most of us would like to lose some weight. Is this her covering up something else? Like she wants the sweets and she's blaming it on he needs to not lose more weight. So that's why we're making sweet cakes? Could that be the thing? Then again, I think I should go and hang out at Rita's every Saturday from August when she moves back to Sweden. Sounds like an awesome place to be on Saturdays. Maybe. Just saying. Just saying, it sounds like I might have to come visit on Saturdays. Not that I need it, but I might need it because it might be yummy. That's the thing. Mom wants cakes and she blames it on your hubby not needing to lose more weight. That's cute though. It's cute. Definitely something I can approve of. Good to cover up your own sweet desires in someone else. It's better for someone else if we do it this way. But I secretly need it too. I love it. Ah. You do see a little bit of the color change here. But we're going for a hot pink from the yellow, so there's more pink coming. Definitely more pink on the other part so far. It is a lot bigger than this one. We're getting there. Slowly, we're getting there. I haven't really looked at them side by side yet, but I know that we still have a bunch more rows left before I even have to consider looking at if they're close or not in size. I do believe I might even be past the pink and into the blue a little bit on the other half of this hexagon cardigan. Or hexagon top, maybe. We'll see what this turns out to want to become. If we're making it into a cardigan or a pull over type of top, it definitely has nice drape and is a thinner drapey yarn. So it's not going to be like a winter cardigan. It's not going to be really warm enough for that. But I'm seeing this for like cooler summer nights. We'll see. We'll see when we get closer to something, what they're going to be, what we're going to end up with. Yeah, I really hope it's going to turn out to be pretty, because I am seeing this one being used quite a lot once I finish it. And it will have a little bit of a pause while we're making Godzilla in 15 days or less, if possible. I might be needing smaller breaks here and there and so on, but that's not going to be counted towards the time I put on the Godzilla. But I would like to start with it soon because it's a fun project. Hopefully they're going to be a fantastic autumn this year. That is a possibility because that means I can wear it a lot. Like so and like so. That row felt like it just flew by. Now we're back at the beginning. Why did it feel like it was so fast? Looks pretty okay. What am I supposed to do now? I'm supposed to do something else. We did single crochets and now I'm supposed to do half double crochets. Half double crochets. Chain 2 counts as the first half double crochet. Half double crochet, chain 2, 2 half double crochets in the same corner, skipping the first stitch because it's hidden, and then just half doubling it all the way across. Easy row. I think next row might be possibly back post stitches, possibly. Don't remember all of the rows, but that could possibly be the next row. It's either back post or back loop only, but I think that's further ahead up the rows that happens. Oh, that one was empty. Now I open the next one because I can. All right, I started early. I was like, we've already been here 2 hours, but it's not midnight yet. Mom just called. Her gift was delivered. What did you get? Did you get something fun? I see more people have fallen over into coming and hanging out with us tonight, but I don't know who you are. Who's hanging out in the scrap basket tonight? Is it time to shake up the scrap basket to see who's fallen out of it to say hi? I really appreciate you for coming and hanging out and thumbing up and everything fun, but who's in the scrap basket? I'm curious. We shook out Steve. Steve was hanging out in the scrap basket. And May, hello. I hope you were all cozy and snuggled up in the scrap basket, but I hope you didn't fall too hard when you fell out. It's enough that I fell twice this week on the stairs. So we don't need more people bruising and scraped. Yeah, no. I did get to spoil myself a little bit today because Mini-Me was at Mr.'s parents' place, and we went over there to pick her up, and they have a massage chair, like one of them big fancy massage chairs. So I got to hang out in that for a bit, and I did get some nice massage. So that was definitely needed. With my body not being very happy with all the moving things, and yeah, no. So I did get to spoil myself. And also we didn't cook today. We had pizza today. Yesterday my dad had Mini-Me so that we could get stuff done. And he did. Sort out the whole dinner situation yesterday. We had barbecue at my dad's. So we didn't have to cook yesterday either. So a good week or weekend with no cooking, which is good because that's less messing up in the kitchen. which, messing the kitchen up when it's supposed to be nice and cleaned and stuff. It's just mm, extra work. We don't like that. Bitty Kitty is so spoiled. She's now crawled into your shirt. You think she's scared of the rain? Oh, maybe she thinks it's gonna be floods if it's rain. Maybe. Perhaps it gets better when she gets bigger. But itty bitty kitty, I can totally see that rain can be scary. 'Cause it's new and scary. Your mom got a fruit, flower, and tea basket from you for Mother's Day. Oh, that's so sweet. Even if you have chaotic stuff with the flooding and yeah, no. You still got to spoil your mom for Mother's Day. That's cute. So I'm just thinking, did anything else adventurous or eventful or something happen this week? Because it feels like so much stuff happened this week that I just forgot half of it. This is the kitty you found crying in the rain a few weeks ago at the start of the floods. Rain is scary. Yes, it is scary. But it gave the kitty a home because the kitty found you, or you found the kitty. But it's still raining, even with the floods starting to. I'm guessing there's still like high waters in some places, but if it continues raining, could the floods come back? Mm, yeah, we don't want to think about that, but it's. Mm-mm. So, friend of the week. We didn't get a friend of the week. I should put some extra effort into making it extra special for next week. But at the same time, I don't want to make any promises because I wasn't able to put enough time to do it this week. So, but I really want to do a friend of the week for next week. I just don't know what yet. Certain things I have plans to make. It's just some things just doesn't feel like a week is enough to make them. So I might need to start something smaller at the same time I start something bigger, and the bigger projects can be worked on for a few weeks, and then I have some smaller ones in between. Maybe. Maybe. We'll see. This is just normal rain, not the 16 inches in one day you got for a week before the floodwaters have drained off. Oh, yeah, I had a busy week. So did you. So, did you get any time to sit down and play with yarn at all, other than sorting it to see what you could rescue or not? Or is your only break time kitty playtime or kitty cuddle time? I hope you get a little bit of cuddle with yarn time from time to time, even if it's not a lot of time. Just a little bit of playing with yarn is all we need to relax for a few minutes. And I think even if a lot of my yarn playtime this week was like assembling with sewing those bunnies together, it was still playing with yarn. But for sure, I do enjoy crocheting more than sewing pieces together. But assembly was needed. Hello, Tank! You just woke up, still feeling oh? Yeah, we don't like when you're sick. We don't at all. We need you to feel better. You feel bad more than you feel good, and I don't like that. So let's hope you feel better sooner rather than later. Does it help a little bit when you get to rest though? I hope it does. I know I'm definitely going to enjoy crawling down into the bed tonight. Also, newly washed sheets. That's always nice. It's always nice to just crawl down into the bed when it's newly washed. And yeah. You hope it's just a bug. Yeah, we hope you can get rid of it fast. Okay. So this is what we have so far. I have done these shells, and then there's a little bit of a cluster thing going in between. So that's what I've been doing since we started today. A little bit here of more pink colors. We see less of the yellow in these on this last rows. We see more pink, more yellow. No, less yellow, more pink peach. I think it's a light pink. But with the yellow, it does look more peachy when they're next to each other. But soon, not soon enough, but soon we get the hot pink. It's on top of your chronic crap, yes. We don't like that. We don't. Mm-mm. Your new mattress gets delivered next Wednesday. You're so looking forward to that. Yeah, you're. Katrine is camping. They're having a camp out session. Um, Sometimes camping and kind of maybe even a little bit of prepping is good. Um, and Katrine knows all about it. And now also her boyfriend. Cedric did appreciate that there was camping stuff. I just love that. I used to be a scout. I know. Storm kitchens and camping gear can be very good to have. Just like all of a sudden, you might just need to whip it out. The air mattresses earned its place. Also, air mattresses can be good if you get company and you don't have a proper guest room. Air mattress is perfectly fine. I have slept on my fair share of air mattresses visiting other people. And they can be comfy. The only thing I don't like with air mattresses is if you don't put anything on top of them other than a sheet, it does get like a cold draft through it. So some blankets are needed on those or underneath them. They can be very comfy, but I do not like the coldness that could come from the air not being warm, you know? So a couple of good blankets on top of an air mattress, and then it's good to go. You live in hurricane country. A certain amount of non-electric supplies is a must. Yeah, hurricanes, tornadoes, flooding. There's so many things you guys have a, chance to see. And not just like once in a lifetime thing. Of course, some areas are more prone to a lot of those things, but like we don't even have warning systems for that here. I have never heard a tornado warning siren. We don't have that here. So that is like, I don't want to say exotic, but it's I would like to hear one at some point. Just to like, what does it sound like? Not sure that I would like to come visit one of you guys in the middle of like that season. Or when, more of those types of weathers are, because it I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but like in certain areas you have a rain season and other areas you have like a hurricane season. Maybe you can have some of these weathers like any time of the year depending on where you live, but it feels like certain times of weather are more of a seasonal thing. It's not like an all year type of thing. You used to go camp in a tent. Every year you would go on vacation to Montana or Colorado and you'd get sick every time. From maybe the cold, sleeping cold, like air mattress and stuff. Is that where you got sick? Maybe. I think that's what you were trying to point towards. You have two huge sleeping bags that fit on the air mattress itself. Sleeping bags are good for that. Yes. That's cozy. I like it. I like air mattresses and tents and stuff. I haven't done that in a long time. When did I go camping last time? I know it's less than, I want to say 9 years ago, 8 years ago. I want to say it's, yeah, 8 or 9 years ago since I went camping last time. Like proper camping. And it was like a spur of the moment road trip that ended me and Mr. up in buying a tent and sleeping bags on the go as we just drove south for a couple of hours and just had a weekend road trip. It just happened. We just drove south and it's like, oh, but what are we gonna do? Um, don't know. Let's go to a store and pick up some camping gear, and then we ended up in a campsite with a restaurant and stuff, and like a mini golf course, and just a lot of golf courses. Mini golf courses was a thing. I think we visited like 4 or 5 on that little trip. But that's the last time I slept in a tent. We don't have earthquakes or volcanoes. Hurricanes and tornado season is May to October. And you usually get thunder showers. May to October, that's quite a long period though. So that's like half a year is hurricane season. Yeah, I can imagine that camping wasn't fun if that made you sick. You got the hammock to sleep in and you love it. Oh, hängmatta. Yes. That is so cozy. Oh. You used to go camping about 6 weekends a year. I did camping a lot. Well, when I was a Girl Scout, or yeah. Here it's not Girl and Boy Scout. Here it's just the Scouts, but I did that for a couple of years as a kid. when you move during a camper for 17 months is first for the first 2 months. You have a test of the alarm system on the first Tuesday each month. Remind you to record for you. Thank you, Chris. You're far enough inland that you usually don't an actual cyclone, just a fallout. Yeah, no, I'm not jealous about that. Not at all. But I do like warmer climates. I definitely wouldn't be sad to get a little bit more warm weather and more sun. I'm not sure if I want the downside of it that usually is more unstable weather. I know that like vacationing in more southern parts of Europe, like the Mediterranean Sea, I've been to Greece a lot of times. And the weather is really, really good. But then like you could have really warm mornings and then very popular in like Greece, Italy, Spain is to take a like midday siesta where they just close everything down. Everyone goes home to sleep for a few hours when it's like just really warm in the middle of the day. And for some reason, it just seemed to be a lot of just thunderstorms and some rain. And for an hour or two, it was just raining and thunder, and then it passed. And the afternoon was like really nice and warm and good weather and just perfect timing in a way that people take siesta. And at that point, a thunderstorm just passed to clear up whatever tension was in the air. I I don't know why that was. That it seemed to be happening very often. That the bad weather was just like for a little bit, um, clearing the air, and then it was good. So I really like that. The perfect, you don't need to be bothered by the rain or the thunder because you sleep midday. Yeah, it just happened more often than I could imagine that happening. Not all the time that it was, thundering and stuff, but if it did, it was like that midday type of thing. You like cooler, but even in August, there will still be snow up on the mountains in Colorado. Well, mountains do have a life of their own with snow and things if they're high up. Whoa, we made it to midnight. Oh, yeah, this girl is getting tired. It was 48 this morning. Is that cold or warm? 48. Let's see what I have. And we'll see if we have something similar to 48 and what that would be here. 56. So you had colder. So you had a cold morning. You wish your culture took midday naps. 100 plus temps are not out of norm in the summer. 8. Yeah, 8 isn't the best. No. 25 in High River? Really? We haven't even had that warm during the days here yet. I want that temperature. Yes, yes. Give me. Give me. I could get a tan if the temperature was that good. See, in Greenville, I'd be sitting out in the sun with a coffee and crochet. You guys, send me the weather. Sunny and cloudy. I don't give a damn if it's cloudy or not. Like, just send me the temperature. It's a bit windy. I can hide. You're on 10 to 13. We've had a good some good temperature here today, but yeah, I don't think we had that much. It has been warm today. No joke. I had shorts and a tank top going down to the docks today. But also I was cleaning and cleaning and cleaning and I was sweaty. So, yeah, I needed to cool down. At one point I was considering dipping my feet into the water, but the water is definitely not warm enough to be no. Probably catch a cold if I did that. Livingston, Texas. I'm guessing that's I Katrina's in Texas, so yeah. It does feel warmer than 13, so you're not spoiled with heat yet. Yeah, like yesterday when we went to my dad's for barbecue, I did have my shorts also, and I did have a tank top and a hoodie. I was so cold because we were sitting outdoors. My dad's like, "We're gonna sit outside. We're gonna have a barbecue." Um, and then he has like on his patio, he has a glass roof, and on one side there's a glass wall, and then of course the house. So it's only open on two sides, and then the floor is concrete. And with the sun heating the concrete all day, it was like really nice and warm because it does keep the heat. So it wasn't too cold, but then like all of a sudden it's like I'm cold after the food, and they have some blankets on the outdoor furniture. So I was like I'm just crawling up under a blanket. I was like it's cold, it's cold, it's cold. And then we looked at the temperature. It's like it's 12 degrees. We're sitting out here, we're having, this nice meal. And it's only 12 degrees Celsius. So that would be Rita's temperature. Rita, what did we have? So like 55 degrees Fahrenheit. And we were sitting outside, and I was the only one feeling cold, wrapped in a blanket with shorts and a tank top. And then I did put the hoodie on in a little bit, but here we're so like, oh, the sun is here. We need to be out. It's like, it's starting to get a little chilly. Maybe we should consider like long pants at least, like something, not just shorts. Like it's colder than we think it is. But we didn't have any wind, and there was still some, residual heat in this concrete. But still, it was cold. I guess it didn't help that I've been like on my feet working, working, working all day, and like yeah, no. You'd be okay at 12. 10 would be a tad chilly. I guess it depends on your clothing. Like I had no problem in 10 if I just have a little bit, better clothing. Not like summer outfit. It was a little bit too cold for me. And Mini Me wanted to play with water at that point because apparently my dad, as crazy as he is, he decided, oh, but let's get the water guns out. Let's have a little bit of a water fight. So he called and he's like, bring some extra clothes. I was like, why do I need to bring extra clothes? You had an extra set of clothes when I dropped her off. She used her clothes and the extra set of clothes already. Well, she got a little wet. Okay. I know she loves to play with water. And I got there and they were chasing each other with water guns. Go figure. And she had not only used up the clothes she got there in, as well as the spare clothes that I had taken with her, she had an extra set of clothing because apparently my dad had found one of his old like work t-shirts, and this work t-shirt was like bright yellow, like traffic cone orange but neon yellow, like road sign yellow. And he had cut the sleeves off on, I think it was a t-shirt, or it could have been, but he cut the sleeves off, so it was just, big armpits. And then this, so it looked like a dress. So now she has a yellow dress. Um and it did get to come home with her. But she was like dancing around in this really big cut off t-shirt, and it looked like she was almost dressed in like a potato sack, like in how it fits, because there's no shape. If you take these old like potato sacks, they're like not canvas, but like they're like this rough fabric, and then if you just cut an opening for your head and then opening for your arms, there's no shape to them. Rita might remember from Pippi Longstrump, when she goes on, they're running away from home, Pippi Longstockings. Um, they're running away from home and their clothes get eaten by cows. So they manage to get a hold of a couple of these sacks and cut them into like clothing, and then they start to burlap. Thank you. That's exactly what they are. And they're dancing around in these sacks, and that's what I saw with Mini Me dancing around in this like bright neon yellow. That I just got flashbacks from that movie. It's like, yeah, no. Um Question: how do you keep barrettes from sliding in fine hair? Does puff paint work on alligator clips? Anyone has any good suggestions? Berets sliding in fine hair. And puff paint? Do not know what that is. Alligator clips? That's something you can clip onto hair, right? I'm guessing you could probably sew on alligator clip. Like I'm thinking of these combs. There's combs that you can put like for a little um hair jewelry type of thing, or like ornaments. You have the comb ones, similar to, if you have hair extensions, there's the little clips, um the comb clips that you snap so that they're either open or they snap together. I'm guessing you could sew something like that on one or the other side, or maybe like one on each side. Especially if you wanted to like sit a little bit on the side, you can have a little clip on one side and on the other, maybe. Because that's what they do with like wigs and extensions. And they're pretty easy to take in and out. And you can only like put a few stitches with like a really fine thread. You always remember the weird pigtails. They sell rubber or plastic for putting on tool handles. You used to twist the hair. Silicone dots would be better than puff paint. Okay, so puff paint is something that you'd put on. Like, is that the similar to what you put on underneath socks to not have them slippery? Like on kids' socks, there's like these dots underneath the feet, so it's not as slippery. We have that here. Hello, Rebecca. Happy Mother's Day and happy Sunday. How are you doing today? Nice to see you. Berets would slide out of your hair. I think the hairdresser in me also thinks that you could put some type of, you could, in a finer hair, You could use hairspray and you can tease the hair a little bit just for a little bit of extra grip. So you tease a little bit, and then you hairspray it, and that's also a good place to put one of these combs to like snap onto. And it does get a little less fine and slippery. But if you don't like hairspray, like saltwater spray is also a little bit of, getting more of a less friction, or like more friction. Probably that you want more friction for it to be less slippery and slidey. So that could also be a thing. Like, depending on what hairstyle you like, you could probably use some products to help avoid the slipperiness. But that's only going to take away for, some of it. Sock dots. Is that the silicone dots or puff paint? I've never heard of puff paint. Does it puff up? Or why is it called puff paint? It makes me think about like puffed oats, because one of my favorite snacks is puffed oats covered in chocolate. I had that yesterday. It puffs up. You also found that using two of the snap style berets, each facing the other, worked. Hmm. We only have a few more stitches before we're at the corner. We are on the last side. And then it's a new row. And I know that the next row is a little bit more, needing focus, because I will be counting for the next row. So I think I am done with this for today. When I reach the corner, at least this one, I am too tired for the counting needed for the next row. Hello, Bud Files. How are you today? Have you been celebrating a mother today? Mother's Day? Puffer paint was a type of fabric paint that bloomed when heat was applied. I don't think I've heard of that type of paint. Puffer paint was really popular in the 80s. Puffs up as it dries. The only thing that I'm thinking of, like the puffs up, is not paint. Is the type of insulation that is in a spray can that you can just like spray and then it puffs up and then it dries and it's like stiff as a brick. That's the only thing I'm thinking of that I know that puffs up. And that doesn't sound like the same type of thing. Or, well, it sounds like the same type of thing, but it's not something I'd use on fabric, if that makes sense. So I do not know if I actually. Yeah, no, it doesn't ring a bell. Yeah, spray foam. Um, that's probably what you'd call it. It's often yellow, but it also resembles a Swedish dessert cake. from down south. Rita, have you ever had spedicoca? It's like eating spray foam. Sugary spray foam. Do not recommend at all. We can get sock stops on Panduro, yes. Look it up on Amazon. You draw with the paints, the puff paints. I probably should. Is there any fun videos on YouTube maybe where you could see them puff however it puffs? But yeah, the Swedish dessert, it's not good. I think I talked about it before. It's just not good. It's a really not very tasty type of cake. It's like a tall cake that looks like spray foam, and then it's frosted with a frosting that also gets stiff in the same way. And this is a very popular thing in the southern parts of Sweden. It's pretty much just it's a meringue, but it's not meringue. Meringue actually tastes more. And they're made on like a stick or a rotating skewer in layers. In layers and layers and layers. They rotate it and it dries. And then you cut the it's just they're made on a skewer. That's pretty much what they're called. Skewer cake. I'm trying to see if I can get a good oh, so we have I find a good picture, but then it's copyrighted, so I can't use it. Of course it is. Like, why would I get a good picture that I could use? That would be ridiculous, right? So they're like, it's a hole in the center because it was on a skewer stick thing. Come on, let's find a picture of this cake. I bet we can look at the Wikipedia page, right? We can look at that. So here we have a lady cutting into the cake that has a big hole in the center. And then you see the like yellowy, cream colored maybe cake base. And then we see the white frosting. And it could be white and white or pink, or white and pink, like frosting drizzled on these. You think you might have had it when you're young. Yeah, this is a very popular thing in Skåne. Also in Denmark. Perhaps we should ask the Hobby Bingo people if they have had this. Yes, it does look like spray foam. It pretty much tastes like it too. But you see, there's people are making like wedding cake style ones with like tears. They're very often these cone shaped, so that they can be balancing easier on the table as they're served. Still doesn't taste really good though. So I think this is like the shape of the cones that they're rolled on. And so, some of them are pointy and some of them like has their different It looks like meringue, but it's definitely more like flavorless type of meringue. It's more like eating cardboard or spray foam. I don't know if there's any other pictures over there. It's, I do not recommend. I've had it. I definitely can live the rest of my life without ever having it again. Yeah. It's just not my thing. Apparently it's actually been can we open this? So we do have a picture of actually what it looks like when they make it. That's a big icing thing. That definitely looks like something that would make a lot of cake makers like make their frosting their cakes a lot faster. I have never seen a tip that big before. Why haven't I? It feels like any pro baker should have that, because that would ice like the whole side of a cake with one go, right? You just like put it next to a cake on one of them cake turn tables and just spin it once and you have the whole side, and then you just have to smooth it out, right? But yeah, these cakes are, this is like some type of oven, so it's like being baked at the same time in this. But I imagine how fast it would take to make a couple birthday cakes with that type of piping bag. You know, a few minutes. Anyone can become a pro baker if they have a piping bag with that size. Yeah, no, that was just a little bit over the top, I think. Maybe. Maybe. I am starting to feel how busy this week has been. So we're just going to relax for a little bit. I'm not going to be crocheting. I'm just going to, I don't know. What are we going to do? We're going to talk about something for a bit. I can talk about what came in the mail today, or this week. It didn't come today. It was several days ago. But I have a little box. And in this little fun box, I do have some fun stuff. I do need to rest. Isn't this cute? I got some cute cards with my names on it, but also all like fun links and stuff. So that's, yes. That's what I got. That's what I got. I'm pretty happy with how this turned out. They look like simple enough. It didn't need to be busy. Yeah, Vistaprint. Did you see the box? Is that what you? Yeah, that's what I got them from. So I got me some cute cards. And now I can feel more like businessy if I want to. But it didn't stop there. It didn't stop there. I did also get, this is still in plastic though. I did open the plastic, but I got stickers. So now when I pack packages, I can put stickers instead of tape on things if I want to. Because yes. So I got some of those because I felt like I needed to. I needed to. So that's fun. You're gonna make bags when you come home? Yeah, I have had some cards like from way before. I think I ditched most of those because they were just not what I do anymore. So I might have some left somewhere. I don't think so, though. Stickers are fun to have. Yes, they are. But I think my stickers are kind of cute also. You started sanding the living room floor. So it's dried up enough so you can sand it? Because you did find that under some other flooring, right? You had some other stuff that you ripped out and then you found wood floors underneath. Was that in the living room or was that another room? I think that's what you said. So many things have been said to me in the last few days, and I don't remember everything. I don't, because busy. My head's been busy. I try to keep things at least kind of so I know at least something, but yeah. It was under carpet. See, I do remember some stuff. Sometimes I do remember stuff that's totally irrelevant. That's also a thing that just happens. Most often, the stuff that sticks in my head has no reason to be there. It totally lives there rent free, and it sticks, and it's just not helping me very much. Is there anything that I have forgot? I don't know. I was thinking that I should probably go over there and take a picture of all of this so you guys could see what this actually looks like, with because you only see sneak peeks of what's in all of these little cubby holes now. And also, all the other boxes that was piled up there is not there anymore. So it does look kind of neat. And I should probably take a picture because it's never going to look this good ever again. So maybe I should put some effort in and get a picture or two. And I would probably post that on my community tab if I remember. Your head is filled with random trivia too. Why does that happen? Like, why is it the most random things that stick? I don't know. Can someone please tell me? Because, oh, yeah, the garage cleaning was that was in the beginning of the week. So Tuesday we sorted everything out. What stays, what goes, what's mine, what's his, all of that is sorted. And then Wednesday we rented a van. And we filled it up with everything that we didn't need and got all of that out. So the garage is now full again, but that's full of things that was in the house here that just needs to be hidden for, a few days while we try to get rid of this place. Because for like open house viewings, you don't need moving boxes in every corner. And yeah, so that is a big help that we can hide everything in the garage. But there was a lot of things that left that I wasn't like, I got rid of more stuff than I thought I would. At the same time, I'm probably keeping a lot of garbage that I don't really need. So I could definitely sort everything more thorough. But that's for another day. But definitely did get rid of a lot of things. Rita also has stuff in her head, random trivia. It's good to clean out the garage. Yes, it is. It's just not fun. It does help that we could get rid of a lot and make room for a lot of other things. But there's more stuff I need to get rid of. Like, I'm looking at all the boxes. I'm like, what's even in these boxes? Will I need them when I move? Have I needed them these last 6 years? I don't even remember all the stuff. Like, I totally know all my yarn. All my yarn stays. But all the other stuff. Do I need all the pens? Or, just look at random drawer. We opened a random drawer. In random drawer, we have how many still in plastic erasers. I've had these in plastic since high school. Since high school. They are still with me. I don't even know if they erase things anymore. I I haven't needed them for all this time. And pens. Like how many pencils do I need? Since I never really use pencils. But I also have pens. Plenty of pens. And I don't even use these because I prefer these. And when I need pens and I don't have these, I go buy more of these. So I don't need these, but I still keep them. So I need to think about what I might need or not. Um, like here's for the other, like the what are these types of pens called? Um, these are the charcoal fillable. It's like a pencil, but it's not a pencil. But it's a pencil, like charcoal type core. Do you guys know what this is? No, these are not electronical. You push the top of them to get the little thingy to come out. Hello, Rosie Posey. Happy Mother's Day. I love to write with these. I just don't write enough. But I don't know how long I've had all of these because I have a bunch of different ones. Mechanical, yeah, that could be what they're called. But just like, why do I have them? I don't. Now I have all these erasers still out here. Anyone need some? I clearly have things I could declutter. I you know, at the same time, they don't take any space. So I might have a use for them in the future or a rainy day or never. Ugh. You couldn't think of the damn word. Your brain shorted out. Oh yeah, for those type of pencils, erasers are needed. But these are ink. This is an ink pen. This is my go-to type of pens most of the time. So I can't use the eraser for them anyway. Not that I use pens or pencils or things very often. I do scribble down stuff from time to time, but it's not. Yeah, no. Most of the typing is done at my keyboard. Some inks are erasable. That's a newer thing. And I have not seen that very often before. They seem to be more popular now. I don't have any of those. I don't think so. No, I don't think I have any. You made room in your closet. I should too. Then again, my closet isn't that full of things. I need to make myself some more wearables. That's what I need. What type of wearables do I need? I need tops, maybe a dress, and a skirt. Should be on my list of things I need to do. Auto cucumber. Yeah, we auto cucumber is fun to say. So I'm not too sad about auto cucumbering happening because you got to say auto cucumber. I'm just silly. I have a skirt that I've made. It's not here anymore because it's in the piles that's over there. I know I made a short of that dress or the skirt. So in my shorts, you can find me and that skirt. But I do not recommend the yarn because it's so darn warm. It's like a recycled polyester yarn. It's really thick. And I have no idea whenever I'm going to be using that one because I tested a pattern. But it's just not. It's too warm. No new friend of the week this week, Tank. I've been too busy. I wasn't able to pull through. I did get those two sewn together. We've seen those being worked on, but that's no friend of the week. Too busy. But I need to make it up. So I need to make it up to all of you guys. We need a friend of the week for next Sunday. And it better be a good one because you guys deserve that. And it's fun with the new friends. I know this is also going to be a busy week. So I need to think and make a really good one, but probably not a very big one. It's going to be a smaller one, but it's going to be well thought through. And then when I have more time, I'm going to make something bigger. Make the giant one. You did buy tops, so you need to throw out the old ones, but not before you're done packing. Also, Rita, you can use all the old stuff before you move, and then you get rid of them in time for moving. And when you're back here, you can buy new ones, so it's less things that you need to move. Right? I'll make a mini one of the big one. Should I make the carrots for next week, maybe? Oh, yes. Use the old clothes to pack with. Also really good. Because packing fragile things in clothing or fabric is a good way to use it. No, don't destroy any new ones. Just wait buying new stuff till you're back here. And then you can buy a lot. Yes. Oyster pearl thingy. Is that what we're talking about, Tank? We have the carrot. Carrot is packed down over there. But I did get 2 other thicknesses of orange yarn. So I do have that. I could make a bigger and a bigger carrot because the carrot I made is the smallest yarn or the thinnest yarn of them. And I did get 2 thicker variations of the yarn. So we could get a trio of carrots. Maybe not the most exciting thing, but it is in the plans to be made at some point. So already bought, but budget is there for more. But you want to make dresses. Well, at least use the old stuff for packing, and then you can throw them when you are arriving here. If you don't want to keep them, or at least if you're not like you can use old stuff, the old clothing, and if they get damaged in the move, then you're not sad about it. If they're still good to go, then you can keep them. But yeah, we don't want to destroy new clothing. I do agree. New clothing is not for packing material. Also, donate if they're good. I have used some clothing already to pack, like my winter, my thicker, like sweaters, or yeah, the winter clothing. I have used that to pack some items already. Yarn is good too. Yes. Towels, bed linens, blankets are also good to pack with. Yes. We don't have that much of those things because we did get rid of a lot of the at least bed linens that was just old and started to break. We got rid of those like a year ago or something. And just less clutter in the closet to have. We have two sets of bed linen for our bed, and same for the kids' beds. One to be in the bed at the moment, and the other one, when we switch sheets, we take everything out of the bed, take it to the laundry, but then we take the stuff out of the closet and make the bed at the same time. When the other stuff is finished in the laundry, they go into the closet, and then we can just like switch between the two, because we haven't needed more than that. So I will be needing a lot of new things, bed linen and whatnot, because we only have two sets. And splitting that's going to be weird. So I don't even know if I'm going to have a bed that, like, if my bed is smaller, I'm not even going to be able to use what we have here. So he gets to keep that and I get to buy new stuff. Just a lot of new things that needs to be taken care of. When you used yarns to pack stuff to move, Cedric accused you of trying to smuggle yarn into every room. mm, but was he wrong? You know? When you packed our shipping containers for Africa, you used 55-gallon drums and used yarn and feminine products for packing. You know what? Mini-Me is not wearing diapers, but we still had some diapers left over from when she used to have them. I thought we had gotten rid of all of them, but we didn't. So that was a fun thing. That was like, surprise. I can use the diapers to use as padding, which is really handy because, you can put diapers, opening them and to put them over things. So all my like flower vases, a diaper. Definitely something that was really handy. Don't buy, you have extra. Also, there's extra. Oh, you have extra shelving? Maybe, possibly. How big, Rita? Um, mm, 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 mm. I might be interested. Yes. Rita has extra shelvings she doesn't need. So yes. Yeah. What size and what color? A 4x4. So it's the same size as what I have. I have a 4x4. I have a 2x4 in black. That's gonna be for my TV. You have two, and then you're bringing some with you from Norway, right? Someone bought 3 boxes of cubes for Granny D. Oh, well, Granny D has some sorting to do to be able to fit in there with all her yarn and all this stuff. So some organization is definitely what she needs, or organizing. She needs some organizing and she needs some sorting. I would love to help her out. I wish I was closer because I bet she has some really pretty treasures in her stash. She's been showing us a lot of pretty yarns, but I am really curious to what's hidden in Granny D's treasure trove of yarns in Mount Whitmore. I'm black and white in Uppsala, and you have the 4x4 in Norway. Reorganizing for mobility issues can be difficult. Yeah. 2 black and 2 wood color in Norway. So you have black, white, and wood colored. They work together though. The IKEA stuff you can definitely mix and match. Just because you only see white stuff behind me doesn't mean that I have everything white. You have maybe seen more of this room. I did show that in my members only live. We did get to see a sneak peek of what's in the rest of the room. But yeah, my desk is black. And I have a black 2x4 that's going to be my TV unit. And it's upstairs. And I have some I think IKEA used to call them birch colored. So it's a light wood color. I think, yeah, birch. I used to have some oak, but now I think I only have birch. We do have a lot of white furniture here though. So if you can tell, I'll be that one or two will go. He will be so happy. Well, I will have room. So if you need to rehome stuff, I am rehoming myself, and I know that I will be needing more furniture. I just haven't thought about too much what I need and what I don't need. I can definitely rehome some of your things. There's going to be room. You tend to have a color theme in each room. Yeah, I kind of have that too. Besides this desk being in black, because we do like our black desks. Both of these desks, the one that Mr. has upstairs, they're the same. They're identical. They were bought together to be like a side by side thing. Before we moved in together. But everything else that we have bought is white. The birch wood furniture is furniture that I got from my mom when she moved from a house into an apartment, and they downsized, or her and then her then husband, they're divorced now. I did get a lot of the furniture from their house. They went from I don't know how many bedrooms it would be considered, but it was like an 8-room house into a 4-room house, or not, a 4-room apartment. So they had to downsize. There was a lot of furniture that I got at that point, but I don't have a lot of that furniture left. And the black desk, or the black bookshelf, the 2x4 that I have, that also used to have like a desk attached to it. So it's like you can buy these units, and then you can buy like an add-on that you put like on a shelf like this, and you'd have like a desk with a leg out, and just yeah, so like half a desk because it was attached to the shelf. So the 2x4 with the additional desk part used to be my desk before. Before we got these. So yeah, before we moved in together. I still have the 2x4 though. We didn't need the desk part. I actually got rid of the desk part this Wednesday when we went to the throw everything from the garage, because it had been up there for all this time. It was still here. But now it's not. You need to put yarn in plastic storage bag to hang from the ceiling. Well, you have quite some storage. Rita, I'll happily rehome stuff that you don't need if it fits. I haven't really thought about what I have and what I don't have. I know I need a bed, and I know I need a kitchen table. And it looks like I might have something that works for a bit. So, it might not be the prettiest, but certain things I just, yeah, some things are just like more important, like a bed. And I haven't thought more than that. I will get a couch from my grandma because she's apparently getting a new one. So I'll take hers, and that's gonna be fine. Not sure if because she has two different fabric or like yeah, two different sets of clothing for the couch. And I don't think white and kids is a good combination. So I don't feel like the white is going to be used very much. So I'll have a red couch. Red feels better with kids. Even though I have talked about this before, we do have red curtains for Christmas. It's a very Swedish thing, apparently, to change curtains for Christmas and put red curtains up. My grandma also changes her couch covers to the red ones for Christmas, and then she has the white ones more of the summertime of the year. So there's always, the extra step of things. Like red curtains, I can definitely change my curtains. The other ones need to go down to be washed at least once a year, so it makes sense to take the stuff down, put some red ones up, celebrate Christmas, and you wash the other ones and then swap it for the other part of the year. It's a little bit of a step further to um you know switch couch cover, because it's not just like a sheet or anything. It's all the separate pillows gets into the separate with the zippers and everything. um it's a little bit more work, yeah. uh, uh, uh. Is it true that there are more red houses in Sweden? Is it true that there are more red houses in Sweden? More like on average, the majority of houses is red, or more red houses than other places? Um, our house is blue. Where I live, this building, this house is blue. It's blue with white corners. Red is a very popular color in Sweden because we have like the red color that has been used for a lot of houses for a lot of years is actually residual, like it's made from residues from the copper mines. So in a way the color has been, over the years been kind of toxic in production and whatnot, but it does have a really really good um conserving property. Like it's protecting the wood in a way. So it's like really really a good color to use for sustainable. You don't get like rotten wood in the same way, but also if you have that red color on your house, it's a pain in the to change color to a different color, because when you start using these red colors, the best thing is just keep them red. That's Yeah, keep them red. but it's really a good color for protecting the wood. You don't have to repaint them too often either. Um, mm, mm, mm. You're using a folding table for now. Other things took priority. Yep. No, I totally get that. I totally get that. The kitchen table I was thinking about using was in the garage and it was not in a good condition. So I did talk to my dad and he's like, "Well, I have another table. So you can take this one." It's like, "Okay, if you have one, then awesome." I don't even know what it is, but it is what it is. Mm. You change your curtains every 6 months. When I talked about the Christmas curtains in the past, some people have been like, "I haven't taken my curtains down in like 10 years." Okay, it's fine. And then you're complaining about allergies. Do you know how much dust and pollen and stuff is like hiding in your curtains after 10 years? Just saying. No, but like, yeah, sometimes you need to take them curtains down and clean them because it's it's collecting dust. You have one window. It has black plastic, a black old curtain, and a 75-year-old quilt over all of that. You want to be hidden in darkness when you are at home. Or is it to keep like cold air from drafting in? You had a large house and it was red. Your dad was changing color to blue and it took 3 layers to change it. Oh no, it probably takes a little bit more than that. Often when you have the red colors here, the falura färg, it's it doesn't just take like repainting. You have to like scrape the darn wood clean. Um and then it's not even that is like a guarantee that your house is going to be like the color you want because it could still bleed through or like not stick. The color could start peeling because it doesn't stick because of what the red color has done to the wood. It's like a very um oily type of paint. It's like very oily and fatty. Um and some paints just don't go well on that. It's like when you go like oil color, you oil on oil works, but not like acrylic on oil, if that makes sense. Mm. You're gonna go and see if you can find a kitchen table that's reused. Hmm. Yeah, that's a good way to do it. Tank is a human mole. She doesn't like the light. I get that. I get that. That's why you change them every 6 months. Yeah, you go and have fun with the giveaways, Tank. You do that. You take down the curtains and wash them every 6 months. Yeah, I usually just take them down for Christmas, like switching between the Christmas and the summer curtains. But yeah, they get washed when that happens. Moonrose is back. You snuck away. You had to snooze, but you got to snooze, so it's not a bad thing. Why buy new if you can get used ones? Mm-hmm. No, very true. Very true. Bed though, like I can probably get a used bed, but you just don't want to get like any random bed. Um, I am a little bit picky with like when you have furniture that has like, fabric or, a couch with pillows, you don't want to have it, preferably not, in a house that has been smoked in or where there's animals. Um, Fur babies, because of, pet hair. That's the only thing I have to be like really picky with because of allergies in the family. because yeah, big kid is allergic to furry animals. And apparently, well, yeah, I can't do animal fibers when I do, like, I have no issues with cats and dogs. I have issues with sheep and alpacas. So it's just yeah, that. So I could probably get some used furniture. It's just yeah, I don't want any, like, either like smoking or animals. That's what I have to, like, be careful about. So buying a bed, I could probably find a good bed from someone wanting to, like, get rid of an extra bed, as long as it hasn't been animals in the house. Um, yeah, mattresses should be new. I get that, but sometimes it's just not in the budget. Sometimes, like, I don't know. I don't know what I can find that is good or not. But yeah, IKEA has pretty darn good prices on the beds. I just don't know what my budget's gonna look like. So you should get lumber and make your own furniture if you got the tools and the patience. I have neither. I have neither. And also, that's expensive too. Getting quality timber or, lumber to make things, that's not cheap. But yeah, I do not have the tools. I don't have any place to do it. And yeah, it takes away from my crochet time. A big part of it. Nope. Ah. If you get a skein of yarn, you have to be careful too. Animal dander and smoke throws you into asthma attacks. Yeah. Oh, but Rita, it also depends on how much I will be able to get for my car, because I have a car that I'm selling. So depending on how much I get, I might, splurge on a bed. That's yeah, no. I'm just, like, hoping to see the damn car being sold sooner rather than later. And it's not there yet, because it's being taken care of to actually be, like, in proper shape to be sold. And yeah, you get more for a car if it runs than if it doesn't when you sell it. And at this point, it has been given a new battery, which was the big issue. It has a new battery. It's been cleaned. And I think it probably just needs some new brakes. Or yeah, parts of brakes that needs to be switched out. And then hopefully it's going to be good to go. It needs to go inspection, oil change and some filters, and an inspection. And then we'll know if it's good to go or if we need to switch any other parts out. Because the more parts we need to replace, the less is going to be profit after selling, right? Because yeah, that, yeah, I'm waiting for that to happen. And since I am moving in like a month and a half, I want the car to be gone. We'll see. So bed is pretty much the only thing, like, I've been targeting in like what I actually need. Couch, I'll get grandma's old one since she wants to get a new one. Nothing wrong with it other than the fact that the fabric, the the couch covers have over the years been a little bit stretched. So they are kind of draping a little bit more and hangs down to the floor. And she's not happy with how loose it has turned out over the years. So that's why she needs a new couch. There's nothing wrong with it other than the fabric has been stretched out a bit. So it looks a little bit meh. I'll take it. I'll take it. I have 2 kids. They're gonna make a mess out of it anyway. Yeah. You're looking for a new mattress topper for your hubby. And then you need to see if the company that your parents got theirs from still exists. Well, yeah, sheets is not the issues though. Like the couch that she has, um it is like a cover for the whole, like, it's just, she could probably like get the sewing machine out and put a couple of stitches in it and it would be no problem. She just doesn't look like it looks meh in her eyes anymore. Then again, she is 89. If she wants to have a new pretty couch for whatever years he still has, let her buy a new couch. So she's going to be happy for hopefully a couple of more years, but I'm not mad about it. I will get some furniture for my balcony for my brother because apparently he had some furniture that is taking up space on his balcony and he needs to have some he needs to put his bicycle on the balcony. So it takes a little bit too much time in his eyes, or it's too much space. So he's like, "Do you want this?" I was like, "Yeah, sure. I'll pick that up when I pick up grandma's couch." And then I might have some furniture at my mom's. She was going to look at some, I don't know, bookshelf or something. I don't know what it was. And then, oh, right, I'm getting a coffee table for my grandma also because when she moved to the place where she's in now, the old one was too big. Nothing wrong with it. It's really pretty. But it was just too big. And that was what she had with the couch anyway in the first place. So that's going to work for me. I have one bed. It's just enough. It's Mini-Me's bed right now. And it's not big enough for both of us to sleep in it. So it's going to be a little bit too tight. And preferably that's going to continue being her bed. So I need a new bed for me. But also, IKEA does have a little corner of, or at least they do have it here. In every store, they have a corner of their store that has been either things that's been damaged, or if someone bought something and returned it because they didn't like it, they can return it, and then they end up there at a discounted price, which is really nice. So, um, that is definitely not an issue in any way, shape, or form to like for me to go there and see if they have a bed that might have been a little bit damaged in transport, that it's a little bit of a, it could just become dirty. Um or someone got something and they didn't like it. They tried it for a week or something and then returned it. Like there's probably like a decent bed frame to be found there for a lot less than a totally new one. So you can find a bargain there now and then. So definitely a place where I'll be keeping an eye out also. If there's the possibility of a good bed. You know? Yeah, there's a bunch of different options and how I might be able to get my hands on a new bed. But I need to get rid of the car. Yeah. Working on it though. Oh, my eyes are really not happy now. I need to go to bed. I kind of feel like I want to just, you know, rub my eyes And I will probably look like a raccoon if I do that because I did just for funsies. Um, you know, put some mascara on and stuff because I'm just like I need it to at least look like I'm not totally broken after this week. So let's get cute and go hang out and yeah. I don't have any bruises from all the falling, but at least I can look a little bit, not zombie. So that happened. You guys, we've had 30 people popping by here and leaving thumbs up. I really appreciate that. That's a lot of people. We haven't seen a lot of people in here tonight. The chat's been more quiet than off like normal. I'm guessing there's a bunch of you guys or the ones that's not here that is out having some fun Mother's Day celebrations. There's a couple people that we haven't seen today. So, um that could be the thing. Granny D canceled her live because she wanted to hang out with her daughter. So, definitely a possibility that other mothers are busy with their kids or maybe busy with their mothers, the people we're missing out on today. Your bed frame is metal and it's cleanable, so you only need to replace the mattress. Is it in danger of rusting though? Because that could be a not so fun thing if it does. You're fixing up your closet? 31 now. 31 what, Monrose? 31 things? Boxes? Don't know. But you guys, it's been lovely to hang out with you, as always. I'm tired. Bed is calling my name. I will be crawling down into clean sheets. So I'm all happy about that. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to wash my face and then I'm going to crawl down into the bed. And tomorrow will be rest day. And I'm going to try my best to keep this place clean. It's not going to be easy with Mini-Me running around, but it is what it is. And a new friend of the week needs to happen for Sunday. We need it. We need it. And Godzilla is probably not going to start this week. No, I need to focus on a new friend. So to be continued on that one. Love you guys. Oh, 31 thumbs. Thank you. That's what you meant. Awesome. Thank you. 32 even. But I hope to see you back here next Sunday. I hope you have a great rest of your little week here. Because it's probably not that many hours left of this week. And then I hope you have a great start of the next week. I'm going to try to avoid falling in the stairs. Yeah. I hope you guys also avoid falling in stairs. Upwards or downwards, I don't care. Please don't fall on the stairs. Yeah. No. But I love you. Bye for today. Mwah. Bye.